What's up, game file? Can you hear me good? Tristan. I remember your name. Yeah, you're the first. Danimals. Boring fisherman. I don't know, I'm just hanging out. Trying to get more watch hours. Yeah. Oh man. Derek David. Got a few people in here right away. Did you watch my last one? The one that came out tonight? Oh, that's fine. I know you will, but that was the one I almost sunk my boat on, but I didn't. Yeah, I didn't get that part on it. I was too busy driving the boat. Seven people in here. I don't see seven people. Yeah, I just got done eating too. Gotta stop and do that every now and again. Yeah, it scared me pretty bad, but I got into the roughest bar I've ever crossed without realizing how rough it was. And I bet you I'll wait to cross from now on. Yeah, Daniel, mine probably was better than yours. It was finishing up some salmon scraps from yesterday's lunch, and my wife made it into uh, some basically some linguine alfredo, sort of something like that, almost like that. Brian's here, BTW Aquatics. Yeah, it was at Newport. uh, all right, Tristan. Appreciate you stopping in. Fins and fowls. Howdy. MKJJ Fishing, watching from a small island in the Philippines. That's cool. Oh man, I don't eat taco belly ache. Brent following you again? Oh, Brent must be fins and fowl. Plowman's Backyard. I'm gonna have to write some of these channels down again. Yeah, it was a Brian. That was kind of a quick thing. One of the guys that was supposed to go forgot about it, so he didn't. Yeah, he backed out right at last minute. That's why I messaged you. But I thought I had your phone number, but I couldn't find it. Anyway, I will. Plowman's Backyard. I'm gonna look you up, Plowman's Backyard, and subscribe if I haven't. But hey Nunya. Yeah, I don't know where your number got to, or if I just don't have it anymore, or what. But I couldn't find it in my phone. Hey, Vanessa. Welcome in. Got some good people in here. Wanted your number, Daniel? I will when you come out here. You can email me your number. Then we could chat during the day when you're bored and I'm working. Yeah, last week, most of the week it was nasty out there. I don't know what day you were out there. Friday was really nice. And Saturday was really nice. But the video I released was from, I think, I don't even remember what day it was. It was either last weekend or the weekend before. I think it was from 2 weeks ago. Yeah, we could at least text or something, Daniel, if you send me your email. Your phone number, I mean. Exactly there, boring fisherman. That is exactly what happens. It's nice on days when you gotta work, and then as soon as the weekend comes, water is rough and nasty. But Saturday was pretty nice. We found oodles of fish. We went out bottom fishing. Found oodles of fish. Could not get those things to bite. So I just messaged a friend of a friend who makes lures, and or the plastics. I'm gonna get a bunch from him. I was down to only a few colors, and I think that was most of the problem. We were only fishing with colors they didn't want that day or something. Where are you from, boring fisherman? Boring, Oregon? No, I don't use shrimp flies. I use sandworm, the fake sandworms of various colors most of the time. And then for the bottom weight, I use this thing. I make these. They're 5 ounce. Make those and put them on the bottom, and then 2 dropper loops with the plastic sandworms on them, or whatever other plastics. Shrimp flies. I know what this it's Dylan Rush Outdoors. If you want to check him out, he's or not outdoors, Outfitters. Dylan Rush Outfitters. He's from here locally, and he does some pretty amazing. Or I used his stuff once when Eric the Fish Nerd went fishing with me, and we caught pretty good on those things. And what I like about those is you can leave them on the hook until the next time you fish, and they don't dry out. They look just like they did when you put them on there, and they're tough. And if I'm not mistaken, those are biodegradable. So Tina Ladybug, welcome in. We got a few on Saturday. We didn't do anything real special, but didn't even do that great on crabs. That was figured we'd at least catch 100 crabs in a pot or something, but didn't even do that. All you guys that are mods can be sharing out links if you feel led to. Alrighty, I appreciate that, Brian. Yeah, I was out in the ocean. I had 3 of my big pots out in the ocean um, with shad bait, but I kind of messed up. I had the shad in cages so they couldn't get to it. Hey Daniel, welcome in Yogi Farms, Yogi Hollow. I appreciate y'all stopping in. Um, I didn't slice the shad up, and I should have to get the smell out there a little bit. Um, I did in one of the traps, and it had more in it than the rest of them did, but still wasn't that great. Yeah, they're climbing slowly. I'm at 2062, I think it said. I did check this time before I came on. So I'm just over halfway there. I'm trying to see what that logo is. Oh, State of Texas, and can't see the rest of it. It's too small. I have to look it up later. Actually, I can look it up right now. Why not? Um, hey, Valerie. Welcome in. Oh, yeah, that is a nice logo. Really nice logo. I just hit the red button on my other account. Thomas V Artwork. Welcome in. Tina, I got you on my other account. Off the hook. Yeah, that's the biggest problem, Off the Hook. Thomas V Artwork. I'm gonna write your channel down. Hey, Cody. I'm doing great. How about yourself? Thomas V. Yeah, I never knew until I watched one of your videos there, BTW, that those things move around like that. That is cool. If you guys haven't watched BTW Aquatics videos, he has a few short videos out. You should go out there and watch his stuff. Got some sun, Derek? I was out, I guess, working in the sun today. Got a little warm today. Appreciate all you guys showing up, man. There's 15 of you in here. Thomas V Artwork. Have I seen you before? I don't remember seeing you before. There you go. Valerie's dropping channel links. Anybody do anything fun and exciting over the weekend? I crossed the bar without getting waves on my windshield. That was a success. All right, Derek, catch all them rats. Oh, sweet, boring. That's awesome. Picked up a new piglet and a rooster. That's awesome too. The piglet can eat the rooster that way. Oh man, I say that because we had two broiler houses when I grew up, chicken houses, and we had pigs to get rid of the dead ones. Cody, did you get that bear? The one you were after? Well, then you got free food for the boar. Yeah, I saw that off the hook on your Instagram. You saw a lot of deer that one evening you were sitting in the stand. Are you shooting these with a handgun, Cody, or are you shooting them with a bow, or what are you shooting them with? I was thinking you were trying to take one with a handgun. Yeah, there was quite a few deer running around below you. That was kind of cool. 44 mag, yeah, that's what I was thinking, something like that. I don't know. I probably wouldn't have gone fishing this weekend because I worked so hard this week. I was burned out. Didn't feel like getting up early and all that. But one of my friends from about an hour north of here got a new fish finder in his boat and didn't have the old pinpoints of where the fish were anymore. So he wanted me to take him out and show him where all those were again. So he went out, had 5 other guys on his boat, and I went out and just had 2 guys on my boat. And it was really nice on the ocean, actually. We stayed out until almost noon. Um, did you win yet, Dan? Sure, you won. That's awesome, Yogi. I hear antelope is really, really good to eat. uh, oh, that's awesome. My boat is a 20-foot Weldcraft. Going to make sausage, and you hear you have to soak it in milk first. I don't know about soaking it in milk. I mean, maybe you do, but my brother's a butcher, and he believes, and I kind of believe too, that if you take care of the meat from the start to the finish, that meat is meat. But what's the fish that I've caught that I enjoyed more than any other to catch, and why? Huh. I don't know, actually. It probably depends on my mood. But in the ocean, I probably like catching lingcod and cabezon. Lingcod because they're really good to eat. Cabezon are good to eat too, but they fight a little bit different than um, lingcod, but almost the same. Kind of like a catfish, more so than what the sea bass do. But if I'm in a river, I'd probably go after uh, smallmouth because they fight like crazy. Next year, I'm gonna hit the shad really hard in the river. I got a rod set up for that. It's an ultralight rod with uh, light string on it, so I'm gonna have to take a net with me, but that should be a good fight. And I got my kayak. I can go across the river. Yeah, we have trout all over the place, Cody. But I don't really fish for trout much. I'm not into that much. Um, let's see what else. Just got into salmon this year out on the ocean. I'll definitely do that next year. That's a lot of fun. Um, Probably be more fun if I could get someone else to drive the boat instead of me driving the boat all the time. Or just get one of those systems put on there where it trolls by itself so nobody has to steer it. But I don't know. We'll see what the setup is next year. Yeah, I love ocean coho. I never fished for salmon before because I like putting fish on the boat. I don't like sitting out there on the river for 7 hours and pulling in two fish. That's boring to me. But out there on the ocean, when you can pull in a coho every 15 to 20 minutes, or two in every 15 minutes, or whatever. Um, the coho that we were catching there toward the end were close to 10 pounds, something like that. They're not huge, but they still put a good fight on. We're just using the same rods that we use for bottom fishing. Uh, medium, I think medium heavy rods. Um, all right, Yogi. Appreciate you stopping in. That answer your question there, Brian? I know I went down about three different bunny trails, but uh, I like any fish that fights. America Outdoors. That was America Outdoors. That was actually either a week or two ago when that video was done, but that that was a weekend I got 3 videos out of, and I still have one to post from that started right after we came in from that salmon trip. I got a crabbing trip to post yet. Got to get out after those nutria again. Started something I'm not sure I can finish, but we're gonna give it a shot anyway. Might have to include a few more people. See if we can get our 500 by April. Kind of doubt it'll happen, but hey, I might surprise myself. Fishing local. Fist bump. Anyone else have any questions that they would like answers for? I bet you did over there, Brian. There's a bunch of them in that ditch over there. I should come over there and sit in the shop and shoot them out the back door. Cody, I am up to, I think 2062 is what I saw last. I am not by the coast necessarily, fins and fowl. I am an hour and a half from Newport in the valley. The coastal ranges between us and the ocean. Sounds like you're working too much off the hook. Yeah, I'm gaining a few hours. I pretty much continually have my playlist running, and I think a few other people occasionally run them. So we'll get there eventually. 16, 17 people in the house. And Valerie is just posting links like a good girl. If anyone needs a good mod, you can get Valerie. She'll post links the whole time. Hey, I appreciate that off the hook. Yeah, right, Valerie, you're not blushing. 12 thumbs ups. Mine says 16 thumbs ups. Yeah, I love it out here. This is one of the prettiest times of year out here. I like the springtime too, when the rain falls off a little bit and you get some sunny days mixed in. That's pretty too. All summer long, it's just dusty because it never rains. A reef robber hat or shirt? What? I don't have any of those. I'm just a fisherman. I'm not trying to impress anyone. I have not gone after tuna, American Outdoors. The furthest I've been out for salmon was, I believe, I can't remember if it was 10 miles from the jetty tips or 10 miles from the marina there at Newport, straight out, pretty much. I was out there twice, and that was this last trip and the Friday night before. I was out that far. Um, GOE. What is up? Yeah, I'm sure you'll catch him there, Great Outdoors. You, you seem to find them most times. All right, Cody. Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, that was a long run, but they were in closer than that for most of the season. But then the water got too cold again up close, so we had to run out that far to even find warm enough water for them. But yeah, we got them. How far do you got to run out for them up there in Tillamook? Do you have a boat, Boring? 2 to 3 miles past the jetty. We were the first day of non-selective. We were about 7 miles south of the jetty tip, and we weren't out very far at all. 140 feet of water. 35 miles out were the fish for something. I can't remember what fish they were trying to catch, or if it's just a tail. I don't. I mean, I believe. Uh, I believe that there is a drop off out there. I don't know. I've never been out that far. Fact is, 10 miles is probably the furthest I've ever been out in my life. But um, I know the rock pile down there out of Newport is 15 miles out. I don't think I've ever been out there. Not that I can remember. I know my boss took his boat out there. Some of the other boats go out there, but 18-foot aluminum weld for the bay and the rivers, 27 cabin cruiser for offshore. All right, I'm going to come up and see you there, Boring. We'll go out for tuna. That's one thing I got to do yet is go out for tuna. I've never done that. uh, can we go yet this year? Next Saturday? I could fill your boat all the way up. I guarantee you I could. Yeah. Uh, Daniel, I don't know that I've ever caught a halibut either. I wouldn't mind doing that. I could easy do that off my boat if I'd learn how. I think I would have to get a little heavier gear, but pretty sure, I mean, I know I could do it off my boat. I know my boat has that range to go out after them. Yeah, a lot of people out here use electric reels on those. Yeah, I got a crabbing video probably coming out probably Friday if I don't get another nutria hunting video. Yeah, that's kind of what I understood there, America Outdoors. You go to like where a reef comes together with another reef and just drift along the edge of the reef where it flattens out, is what I've heard. Still crank for 900 feet. By then the fish is probably good and worn out. Yeah, we just did a crabbing and a bottom fishing the same day. We just dropped 3 pots and then went bottom fishing last Saturday, so that video will be coming out here in a week or so. If I get it edited. I gotta edit it first. 22 thumbs ups. Yeah, electric reels are, I guess, more if you just want to put fish in the boat. But you still get the pull on the, I mean, like you still feel it fighting. But I guess I can see the point both ways. America Outdoors, where are you from? Probably should know this because I've seen you before, but I can't remember everybody. One of these days I'm going to get Daniel and Rachel down here and take them out for something. Daniel, did I tell you my neighbor knows how to go after sturgeon? And he wants to take me and show me how to catch sturgeon off of my boat. Panama City, Florida. Cool. You were way up there in Alaska? Why in the world would you move all the way to Florida? That's like culture shock. Daniel, that way when you do make it out here, we can do all kinds of good stuff like fish for sturgeon, fish for salmon, fish for whatever, bottom fish, lingcod. Yeah, you won, Daniel. Who's smart? Oh, to move south? I got you. Oh, you're in the Coast Guard? Yeah, you about had to come rescue me the other Saturday out of the jaws. Daniel, what's your big question? This is for Danimals Creations and Adventures. What's your big question for me tonight? Make it a decent one though. Oh man. I don't know, Danimals. That's hard for you to do, isn't it? To think. All right, Daniel. Appreciate you coming in. Anyone else have any questions they'd like for me to answer, or anything you want to talk about in particular? What do you got, Daniel? Or Dan, or whatever you want to be called? I don't know if I don't like shrimp flies or not. I don't know if I've ever used them. Are you looking to head further out into the ocean at some point to go for different, maybe bigger fish? Like I said, I would love to go out after tuna, and here you have to go out to, depending on the year, 30 miles to find those. I would love to do that, but I'm not doing that in my boat. Number one, I'm not sure I'd have enough fuel to get out there and back. And it's a pretty small boat to be going that far out unless you know what you're doing, and I don't know what I'm doing. So, I mean, not that much. So I probably won't go out in my boat, but I would love to go out on a charter or somebody's private boat that knows what they're doing. Um, I'd do it in a heartbeat. Um, that's about the only reason I would go further out is for tuna. As far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong, but as far as I know, that's about the only reason to go out further around here. Yeah, do that, boring fisherman. I'd like to see it. There you go. Valerie shared her own channel out. Go follow her. Make her a mod on your lives, and she will share channels out. Let me know when that comes out. Boring. I don't. I should just turn notifications on for your channel so that I know when it comes out. But I get so many notifications from YouTube, it gets old after a while. But yeah, if you just when you put it out, if you comment on one of my videos and let me know, I'll go watch it for sure. That's alright, Valerie. You make a good mod, so people should follow you and put you on for mod. Do what? Do what, Boring? I have some tuna and salmon and bottom fish stuff there too. Oh, hit the notification bell, you mean? Suey, welcome in. I'm doing good. Thanks for stopping by. Suey's a good supporter of channels also. Boring, what do you usually fish for? What's your go-to? Suey, I am just over 2,000. I think the last I checked was 2,062. Salmon, bottom fish, crab. It's about the same thing I do. Yeah, I probably should hit the notification bell on yours then. There is Suey's channel link. If anyone wants to follow her, she's a good supporter. Tell her where you found her. Any other questions from anybody? Or any other subjects you want to talk about? Boring, what is your go-to bait for crabbing? Yeah, I know, I'm up halfway there, so it's going up. Rockfish carcasses. Have you ever tried other things and you always fall back on that, or do you just that's all you've ever used? have so much of it. That's what I use. Do whatever, but rockfish is plentiful for us. Yeah. Um, Appreciate it, Suey. Um, Boring. I started using, uh, well, I like using salmon and tuna, but you have to watch out for the seals and sea lions. Um, if I'm out in the ocean, I use that pretty regular. If I'm in the bay, there's spots that I'll use it. Um, but I use mink or chicken or um, recently this year I caught a few shad and somebody gave me some shad that we caught in the Umpqua, and those make really good crab bait if you slice them up, get the oils out there a little bit. Those make really good crab bait. So I think next year I'm gonna go fish for. Hey, Big Matt, welcome in. Think I'm gonna go fish for shad and have the fun of fishing for them, and stick them in the freezer for later use for when I go crabbing. So should be fun. Down in the Umpqua, you can pull in 100 a day down there. They say. So I haven't had anywhere close to that much luck when I was down there, but I don't know that I was using quite the right setup. So I'm set up now. Uh, how deep a water for crabs? Depends where I am. In the ocean, I usually just run right around the jetty tip and drop them out there because my pots are so huge. But I've gone all the way up to 75 feet in the ocean. But right around the jetty uh, tip there, it's only about 20 to 30 feet. And that's about what I do in the bay, is 20 to 30 feet. But there is one spot in the bay that I crabbed that's probably only between 5 and 10 feet deep. And it's a really good spot. It's on a clam bed, so. Silent stream for watch hours. I've heard they do okay. What do I use for them? What do you mean, Boring? For crabs? Valerie just dropped Outdoors with Big Matt's link. He's a very good supporter. Oh, I've done the GoPro and the crab pot. Uh, oh, for the shad, I was using the same grub or whatever that everyone else was using, but I also had braided line, and I don't think that's uh, real good for shad. I did catch a couple of them, but I didn't do that great. So this year I got a ultralight rod set up with, can't remember if it's 8 or 10 pound mono, and that should make a really fun fight. But I won't be able to lift them out of the water with that, so I'll have to have a net there, which is that's fine. I have a net that I can take along. It's just if I remember to take it. It's just a tiny little grub, about maybe an inch long. on a tiny little hook. America Outdoors, I put a GoPro in a crab pot that was down 25 feet. It was a cloudy day and it was pitch black down there. And then the sun came out later and you could see what was going on, but it was pretty grainy. Got some good footage of that though. I don't even hardly use my GoPros anymore. They're old and I've had more corrupted footage come off of those things than, yeah, I just don't even, I don't even like to use them anymore. When I was shad fishing, I was using a GoPro on my head and did the whole trip and none of it, there was nothing on the card. That's pretty aggravating when you think you got a video and you don't. Luckily my wife was sitting on the bank videoing with her phone sometimes, so I got a little bit of it, but not near what I would have if I'd have had my head camera going. I don't mind using them for down underwater because you don't have to have audio at that point, like when you got crabs coming into the pots and stuff. But $24 thumbs ups and 10 great people in here. America Outdoors, what do you fish for? Or what do you do? Is it a fishing channel or is it just outdoors stuff? Or both? How many followers do you have, Boring? That's cool. I have to go look that up. The Bering Sea is really, really clear water, right? 140-ish. Well, you're not doing too bad if you have a tenth of the watch hours then. A tenth of my watch hours. I'll give you some advice though. If you want the watch hours by the time you get to 1,000, you got to make at least one video a week, and more than that if you can. Yeah, exactly. Get outside. Yep. Yeah, I roll metal for my work, and I rolled a metal for a house for a guy that worked up in Alaska. He had a video of in the Bering Sea. There was a couple seals or sea lions or something like that coming along beside the boat. And yeah, it's super clear water. You could see them down 20 feet or whatever. That's really cool. Now Big Matt's sharing links. That's awesome. 4 videos behind at the moment. You have 4 videos to release, or you're saying you are 4 weeks behind? Recently, I've been doing 2 a week, but I don't know how long that's going to last because I don't think there's enough daylight in a week to make 2 and work for 50-hour weeks. Oh, you have 4 to finish editing? Yeah. Short feed videos? Yeah. Shorts are easy to do and they can be fun. Get a lot of views on them, but I don't know. I have some on my phone that I could post, but I just haven't yet. Live floors, as in like the walking floors in semi trailers, or what? Or belt wagons, that kind of thing. Sweet. Yep, I drove truck for around 10 years if you count all my experience. It wasn't all in a row. And right now sometimes I feel like a truck driver. I got a brand new F-350, or the boss got it for me in June of 2019, and it's just about to turn over to 79,000 miles, so I still drive quite a bit. Suey still supporting my watch hours. I told you guys, she's a good girl. She's a good supporter. Everyone in here, uh, let's see where you're all from. We already know where some of them are from. Valerie's from Ohio. Suey, I think, is from the Philippines, if I'm not mistaken. Oklahoma, Fins and Fowl. I didn't know you were still in here, Fins and Fowl. Just being all quiet back in the corner. O States for the win. Or 0 states for the win. Whatever that means. Oregon States. I'm from Oregon also. From the Willamette Valley. Yeah, Sui's from the Philippines. I won't even attempt to pronounce that city. Danimal's Creation is from Oklahoma. I don't know that he's in here anymore. The channel that I'm watching the chat on is one of my other channels. That channel is also located here in Oregon. That channel has not made any statements, but yeah, the O states, they're all here. Is there any other states that start with O? I don't think so. I think that's it. Must be getting pretty late for people. We only got 5 in the house. Just the 3 of us. There you go. I've lived in 2 of those states. I've lived in Ohio and Oregon. And Virginia and Michigan. But those aren't O states, so. You've lived in Oklahoma and Ohio? That's kind of funny. What other questions y'all got for me? Leon and Danita Bauer. Maybe you should move east so more of your viewers can watch you while they're awake. No kidding. We already have 1018 in Iowa. Yep. Oh, you're still here, Danimals? Have you been here a long time, Leon and Danita Bauer? Probably sitting back in the corner just listening, huh? Yeah, I'm not sure about PA. I never was too cracked on PA. It's alright. Some of the places are alright. Oh, got you there, Dan. You gotta do that every now and again. Oh, got you. Val Valerie's gonna go get some caffeine so she can stay awake to watch this. Oh man. Duh. As far as I know, I am. Leon. Why? I'm trying to find your channel. Can't find it. You have to comment on one of my videos or something so I can find it and follow you. No, we don't have any children. Are you from the, alright, America. Are you from the same area that my niece is from? Yeah, good to meet you too, Boring Fisherman. I'll look you up and watch some of your videos. Dan, you're supposed to be a good boy. Oh, no wonder I can't find it. Yeah, I was looking for yours. What part of Iowa you from? I guess that ain't gonna help me anyway, 'cause I don't even know where my niece is from. You jacked up on Mountain Dew. That stuff will jack you up too, that's for sure. What are you laughing at, Fins and Fowl? Kelowna, Wellman area. Real-time catfishing. Yeah, I'm not even sure where, I think I have a niece. Oh, I know I have a niece in Iowa, and I think my wife has a niece in Iowa. But I'm not sure where either one of them are. I've never went to see them yet. They're both fairly newlyweds, so. Gwen is one of them, and Brianna is the other one. But I'm not 100% sure if Brianna is in Iowa. She might not be. I won't say any last names, but tell you the first names. I thought you I thought you said you knew some of my family one time. Thought you commented on one of my videos of when my nephews were out here fishing. You know Gwen? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's my niece. Her dad is my brother. How far are you from her? You know Lloyd's, Dallas. Oh, okay. I got you. About 3 or 4 hours away. That's a long ways back east, but I guess you're kind of considered the beginning of the West, so might not be that far for you. I know when I lived in Virginia, 2 hours was a long ways away, but out here, 2 hours, I drive an hour and a half to go to the ocean, so 8 hours to go see the folks on the weekend. That's a weekend trip. Back there, 8 hours is a major accomplishment for people. Back in PA, it would be anyway. People from PA think if they get to the border of PA, they've really done something. Yeah, that's right. It's a difference in culture for sure. So, did you find my channel through Dallas or who? Good old PAers. Yeah, you're right about that. Oh man, I have a brother that lives in PA. Through Marcia? Marcia, as in my sister-in-law? Okay. I didn't know she watched my stuff, but okay. Oh, got you. Well, no wonder that one did super good compared to some of my other ones. Maybe that's why. Because some of them shared them out. Maybe my sister did too. She has oodles of followers on Facebook. I guess. I don't know that by looking at it because I don't have Facebook. But got your coffee. Now you're ready to go for a few more hours, Valerie? But yeah, when my sister shares my links out on Facebook. They do pretty good most of the time. Maybe I'll just leave this running, Valerie, and you can keep it going for me. I'll just go to bed and you can keep it going since you got all the caffeine. Well, Danimal said he's all jacked up on uh, Mountain Dew too, so he could help you. I'm sure between the two of you, you could get me in a lot of trouble. Anything Danimal's involved in, yeah, that'd get me in a lot of trouble. That might not be a good idea. You're gonna need a lot of help. Oh man. Yeah, Danita, I think Dallas is about ready to come back out here again already, which that's okay. He's a good one to have on the boat anyway. He makes it fun. Why you say his poor wife? She can go along too. I'd take her along. That's okay, Danimals. I'm. I understand. No big deal. You'll have to go back through here and see what we just said about you, though. You'll have to go back and listen to it. Yeah, about you. If you just look up a few comments and see what Valerie said, that'll give you a little bit of a clue. You'd be excited for her. She wasn't home alone when he went. She was up with family, 8 hours away, but still. Actually, probably more like 9 or 9.5 from where we were, but. I know I started it, Valerie, but you're the one that went and got the coffee. Oh man. I thought it was kind of funny that Arlen talked all big like he was going to catch all the fish and ended up laying flat on his back while the rest of us caught fish because he was sick. The one right above the comment that says his poor wife, Valerie was asking for help from heaven for you. Yeah, Arlen talks big, but he can't always perform. I thought it was hilarious. Oh, well. What other questions? Or what else do you want to talk about? Trying to keep this thing going for as many hours as I can so that we can get some watch hours going on here. Yeah, that one. Daniel's gonna go back and listen to that. I think he's already gone, Valerie. I think he rewound. He can go back and listen for himself. That way I get more watch hours yet, so. He must have found it. Oh. I didn't. Yeah. It'll get me in trouble, not necessarily get you in trouble. It'll get me in trouble. My channel is family friendly. Supposed to be. And then you come on. Oh, man. I know you're not. That's why I told you to come fishing with me, because I know you're not all trouble. You just have an adult mind? Yeah, you have an adult mind, but you need to control it a little bit. When you're on my channel, at least. I know you do most of the time. You getting married again, Dan? Keep saying I do. Oh, you've never been married? I didn't know if you were trying to get married here or not. You kept saying I do. I know. I'm just trying to keep it lively in here without the adult mind. Got 6 faithful people in here. But wait, I think two of them might be me. So there's only four of you. Danita, Valerie, Dan, and not sure who. Fins and Fowl. They're still here. Well, I'm on here live streaming, and I'm on my computer on my other channel, one of my other channels. No, it would be talking to myself if I was on StreamYard and I had this channel up on panel with me. Then I'd be talking to myself. I've actually thought about doing that just for kicks and giggles, but I don't think that'd work out so well. What, like I want dropped? Or are you saying what link do I want dropped? Drop anyone's link you want. Heard the story about a man who went home all mad and told his wife that Clarence on the other side of the river was a mean old man. He said, if I could get across the river, I'd punch. I don't get it. Oh, you'd punch him good. One day Bridge went in and he was all excited. His wife asked him, did punch Clarence? I think I've heard that story before. I think. Did you punch Clarence? He said, no. The sign said Clarence 13-9. I didn't think I could handle him. Exactly. Couldn't have fit under that one with my semi. Yeah, maybe I could have. I think I was, well, not when I had the big stacks on the truck. I couldn't have. They were up close to, or right at 14 feet. Not through the river, no. I just said under that clearance. Under that big clearance. I did drive that semi into the back end of another truck. That was one place it shouldn't have gone. So, who knows? I might drive it through another place where it shouldn't have gone. Northwest. So what's the punchline? I guess Clarence and Clarence were mistaken for each other. Dan, you been fishing any this week, or you working all week? I guess it's only Monday, isn't it? Did you fish any this weekend? Oh, that's right, you did. I forgot about that. I don't know if I forgot about it, I just didn't think about it, but anyway. Well, looks like we ran out of stuff to talk about. Trying to go fishing with him and getting him to actually fish is difficult as can be. I believe that. Alright, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Come back again sometime. Yeah, that's probably best, Dan. Just let his interest peak. Valerie, what do you have to talk about? I'll stay on if you can figure out what to talk about. I just don't like sitting on here and not talking about anything. Not a lot, Reeky? Realky? What does realky mean? What's a lot, realky? I'm confused. Oh, really? No, I knew exactly what you meant. I'm just being dumb. Try to stay on at least until the 2 hour mark, if we can. If we can keep the interest peaked enough. So you're probably you're probably not typing straight because of the coffee. You got the jittery fingers. Oh boy. Two or three cups of coffee a day don't bother me a bit. Or in Dan's case, Mountain Dew. It's been a long time since I've drank a Mountain Dew, and I still don't want another one. I used to drink those, what were the orange ones called? Orange Mountain Dews. I used to drink them. Those were kind of good. Been giving cooking instructions to your niece in Texas today. She burns water. Well, that's pretty hard to do. That's impressive. You can tell her how to do that. Modern Marvels. Livewire. That's it. That one. See, it's been so long since I had one of those, I couldn't even remember what it was called. I used to drink quite a bit of pop. I don't even drink it anymore, hardly. I did today. I will drink it, but I haven't drank very many. I don't know if I've ever cooked a potato in the microwave, but I don't cook. Just got a message from Laura the Explorer. Apparently, she nominated me for Takedown of the Year for my live stream Saturday. That's sweet. I'm happy for you. Code Red is nasty. She lives baked potatoes. How do you live a baked potato? That's funny. There, read Dan's comment. Cause I was wondering the same thing. You're getting somewhat mixed up here. Oh man. I think Valerie done had 3 too many coffees or something. She's reading so fast she got ahead of herself. She was reading the comments before they ever popped up. Oh, that's funny. She's living in baked potatoes and congratulating Danimals Creations and Adventures for something they never got. Yes, you did, Valerie. That's okay. We'll still leave you here. We'll let you on the live here. Oh man. Yeah, I think that's what it was. You popped up right after Fins and Fowl, and she thought she was reading it off of yours or something. I don't know. That's funny. That's funny. You know she's reading all the comments before she hits the enter button anymore. She loves baked potatoes. Is it potatoes or potatoes? Potatoes. Why does she like potatoes with chocolate chips? That's kind of nasty. Oh man. You saying I should go to bed, Valerie? Is that what you're saying? Hey, my elbow's dirty. I was working on the forklift today and still got oil on my arm. Can't tell which one it is. It looks like it's that one in the thing, but it's actually over here. Just doing it all backwards on the screen, but oh well. I'm glad I can make you laugh, Valerie. Actually, you're the one making yourself laugh. You did spell stop right though, just so you know. That one is spelled right. It's just got a space between each letter, which doesn't need to be there, but it's okay if it is. I can still read it. So you're good there. Fins and Foul, did you catch a pretty big one on Saturday or what? I did not watch that one. You eat them with salt and pepper only? Almost lost the rod to a 25-pound blue. Boy, that'd been embarrassing. Think sneak up and take your bait and then all of a sudden run or what? I could start bashing on Dan, but I ain't gonna do that tonight. He's a good cookie most of the time. If I keep bashing him every time I see him on here, he'll start thinking that I actually think that of him. It did? Maybe that wouldn't be embarrassing then. Maybe it'd just be a hard fighting fish. Cookies? Hold on. Like that. Right there. Thanks for the reminder. I'm going to sit here and eat a cookie in front of you. This one is not Danimals. It's not Danimal. He's not this good of a cookie. He might be a good cookie, but he ain't that good. It probably would, Valerie. If I drank a coffee right now, probably wouldn't be sleeping most of the night. It's pretty good, Dan. Here, come and get it. I'm with you on that one, Dan. We'll have to get us a case of those when we go out fishing. Whenever you get out here. That way, at least if you get seasick, you'll have something to throw up. Five more minutes, 5.5 minutes, and we will be on here for 2 hours. Two hours is good enough for one of my lives. Old Fins and Fowl done got hungry for a cookie. It's kind of late there to be eating cookies, isn't it? Suey! I gotta go to work tomorrow, Suey. But I, I could go for a while, but I'll probably shut it down after 2 hours. Maybe not right at 2 hours, but unless I'll say this. If we get enough people in here, it'd be kind of dumb to shut it down. So, it's up to you guys. I can't really get any more people in here. Watch Suey. She's going to be calling all her friends all around the world. I don't much. I have WhatsApp, and which is iffy if that's social media, and I have Instagram. That's about all the social media I use. I have more than that, but I don't even use the rest of them. I know you do, Suey. You're a good supporter. You have two minutes to get me up to, let's say, 15 watchers to stay on here for longer. That's a big cookie. That's the problem with the social medias nowadays. All the messed up people want you. Well, that cookie's done. Got a couple channels I need to look up and make sure that I'm following them. A couple of them that came into this chair isn't that noisy. Not near like it was. It's starting to squeak again. I might have to put some more stuff on it, but it's not near like it was. You're settling for a s'mores Pop-Tart. Oh boy. I think that cookie was as big as 3 of those Pop-Tarts. Oh, I'm sure you do, Valerie. There's a lot of people like Dan out there. You gotta watch out for them guys. But at the same time, there's a lot of crazy women out there too. How am I going to share the cookie? I can't really put it through the screen, but yeah, what Dan said. You need a friend from Zimbabwe. I'm sure his rich uncle just died and he was looking for somewhere to invest some money. Off the Chazin? What's that? I've never seen a Chazin. I don't know what that is. Enel Venture. Oh, chain. That's a weird kind of chain. I'm gonna write that channel down. George Ray is in the house. It's going good. George, this is Make Fun of Valerie Day. Valerie's been drinking coffee and she's all jittery and stuff in her fingers and can't type. Neither can she read. I think she's got floaters in her eyes or something, can't read. Uh, Enel Venture, I doubt I'm saying that right, but where's another fish for me? Oh, got you. I got you. Second house for Suey. Yeah, Valerie's she's having a tough time of it here. You you better zip your lip there, Dan. Well, you're getting a little more lively. You're tempting me to stick around for a little longer. Your fingers get tongue tied. Oh, man. Okay, George Ray, what's your question for me for the night? You got those stickers all displayed on whatever you display them on? Then for sure she couldn't read, George. She had Jack Daniels and Coke. She couldn't read for sure. On your fishing box. That's cool. You couldn't read, but you don't wouldn't care either. That's probably true. I got the comments popping up over here before they pop up over here, but I can actually read them over here, but I can't read them over here because they're too small. So I gotta wait until they pop up over here. Fins and foul. I've got to sleep. Work in the morning later, everyone. Thanks for coming in. I really do appreciate it. You've been here for quite a while. That ought to help for a while on my hours. That's true, Valerie. You can't type right now. Hey, 29 thumbs ups. Hadn't thought about that one. I could make it 30. Let me go to my other channel. One of my other channels. Oh, let's see. I just now saw that I am to 1,100 subscribers. There. I got 30. I have 8 people watching. Man, I can't type either. Must have got 2 or 3 more subs this. Hey, Laura the Explorer. No, he just left. I believe it's contagious. Yeah, it's because you weren't wearing your mask. Appreciate you stopping in, Laura. I heard you nominated Fins and Foul for the takedown of the year, or whatever it was. He just left, like, not even a minute ago, I don't think. I told all these good people in here that I'd stay on for longer than 2 hours if they'd get me a bunch, 15 people in here, and they haven't done it yet, so I guess you'll have to, Laura. It's late where you are. Midnight. It's actually tomorrow back there. $12.19. Yep, that's what my computer would tell me. I know you will, Suey. Somebody share Suey's channel out there again. 5:20 a.m. in the UK. How do you know that, Valerie? You ain't in the UK. You're jobless? I thought you pulled fish in for a living, Laura. Hang on. Hang on. What were you saying, Laura? There. Somebody go, follow Suey. You keep a watch on UK times because you spend so much time in their lives? That's cool. Laura, what do you see when on your last post there? See there? You're welcome, Suey. Actually, I have lots and lots of mods. But guess what? I believe that for all that Suey does, she needs to be a moderator too. That way she can drop people's links and whatever. There. Oh, come on here. Laura, when's the last time you were fishing? Tonight? I guess in your case it'd be last night. Or still, depending if you're out there now or not. Oh yeah, I can trust you, Suey. You're not a bad apple. You can't be if you hang out on my channel for 2 hours straight. Yeah, he saw the comment. He said if you scroll up far enough, you'd see it in here where he was telling Danimals Creations that he got nominated. Evidently, you nominated him. You won't be cold anymore, Suey. Yeah. Yeah, Danimals Creations and Adventures. What are you making for, I forget who you said you were making something for. You probably don't want to say what you're making for him. Maybe you don't even know what you're making for him yet. Mr. Duggar Fishing. Welcome here. Laura, you must have stepped out right before I asked you if when's the last time you went fishing. You and your soul are watching me. All right. Tim Milano. That's right. One of the hooks mounted on a piece of wood. Trying to sketch out on paper the size of wood using fine design. Oh, you scrolled up. Got you. Yeah, I understood what you were saying there, Suey. I appreciate that. I saw you were on a live on Sunday. On Saturday, I was busy fishing myself, so I didn't get on that one. I may have stopped in on Saturday. I don't remember. I stop in when I can, but I should try going live out on the ocean, but I'm not sure I'd have enough service out there to do it. Sit out there for 6 hours on a live stream while we're fishing, going all over the place with the waves. You still haven't gotten me up to my 15. Actually, last Saturday when I was on the ocean, it wasn't windy hardly at all. It was actually pretty nice out there. The waves were pretty big, but there wasn't much wind. Laura, how many followers you got by now? You're climbing pretty quick, aren't you? Problem is, I'd have several problems about going live out on the ocean. One of them would be that it'd be hard to keep up with a chat. I'd about have to have somebody sitting there watching it. You were climbing fast, but it came to a sudden stop? Well, that's funny, because mine was stopped for, let me think, since the end of July, mine has been almost at a standstill, and middle of last week it took off, and I gained, I think, probably close to, let me think, probably close to 20 or 30 in the just in the last week or so. Oh, they'll come back. Huh. It's probably something really, really simple, Dan. That's probably why they're sworn to secrecy. Be my guess. One more cup of coffee. Oh boy, this is gonna get good. I don't know. I didn't do anything different, Laura. I haven't done anything different in the last, well, since the last of July. And all of a sudden, it kept, from July to now, it kept going up 4 or 5, dropping back down 3, going up 4, going down 5. It just pretty much stayed level, almost level. And then lately it's just been shooting up again. I don't know, it could be, I guess, I didn't really think about that, but it could be the salmon fishing videos that I've been putting out. We're coming up on the season where people are gearing up to go salmon fishing on the rivers. I did a lot of salmon fishing on the ocean, so the ocean salmon fishing's over with now. So that could be it, I guess. I hadn't thought about that, but Suey, I got you with one of my channels, your second house. Well, Laura, the reason that you have several channels, the reason I do, is so that I can run my playlist on other channels to get my watch hours up. Um, that's part of it. Um, I made another channel originally, because somebody sent me a video that they wanted me to post, and I didn't really want it on my channel, so I made another channel for them. And yeah, so that's what that's all about. I don't really do anything on those other channels other than uh, have my playlist running. So it's really not much upkeep on them. Okay, Laura, you have one question for me. What's your question? been asking a lot of these guys. I haven't asked Sui yet what she wants to ask me. Sui, you can be thinking about that. And if I missed anyone, you can holler at me and ask me a question anyway. What question do you have for me? Or don't you have any questions for me about what I do, anything? I know you watch all my videos, so you know what all I do anyway, so. I've just been asking people if they have any questions for me. Sui, you can ask yours anytime too if you have one. Nope, everybody fell asleep. There you go, Dan. I don't think the odds are very good in my favor, Laura. I figured it up. It's an average of 18 a week, and I'm already behind. But we might include more people than just Alan and I. And I don't know. I would love if you came and helped. There's another YouTuber from local here that wants to help out. Yeah, that's right, Sui. If you have two different interests, then you keep up with both of them with two different channels. But yeah, I really doubt that we'll get that many. I assume, Laura, by that question that you don't have them in South Carolina. What do you get if we hit 500? I don't know. Laura, these are big swamp rats that, if you look up anything about them, they were invasive from South America. They brought them into the U.S. for fur trade, when the fur prices were high. And when the fur price dropped, instead of killing them all off, they just turned them loose. And these things go through all the rivers and swamps and ditches, and they dig in to the banks of the ditches and creeks and rivers and whatever, and then they'll cave in, and it's bad erosion. Valerie, I've eaten them before, or I tasted them before. They're actually not even that bad. But they not only do they cause erosion, but back in the swamplands, I think they have them now in like the Chesapeake Bay area, and they're trying their best to get them out of there if they see any sign at all. They go in there and get them out of there as much as they can. They eat the swamp grass down, clear down into the root where it will completely kill the swamp grass, and then the wetlands turn to sink or whatever and turn into water, so they don't have any wetlands, and very destructive. So the reasoning for my quest was to try to get more people to anticipate watching my videos instead of have more of something to look forward to in the future, and kind of stay up with the channel more. That was kind of why I did that. I don't know if it'll work, but that was kind of my thought on that. Valerie, so if they were good looking creatures, do you think people would hate me more for shooting them? Since they look like a rat, nobody cares. I'm actually quite surprised that I have not had more hate comments about that, but I've actually had very, very little. Very, very few thumbs downs even, as far as that goes. Let alone comments, bad comments, whatever. Well, unless somebody has another question for me, I think I'm gonna shut this down. There's not very many people in here anymore, and it's getting late enough. I need to go get some shut-eye so I can go to work in the morning. Appreciate you coming in, Laura, and all the rest of you hanging out. You threw in the ugly for giggles. They are actually pretty ugly. If you don't believe it, go look at that big one that we shot there in the last video. I showed the teeth on that thing. Those things have some pretty amazing teeth. But I appreciate all you guys coming. Valerie has coffee left. Well, I'm sure there's another live on somewhere. So you're just gonna have to find another live to go onto so that you can drink your coffee, the rest of your coffee. So, who's Dom's little friend? His older sister. Her boyfriend walked him over, and the boyfriend was like, "You got a gopher in your yard." You gotta go for a gun at that point. Mr. Duggar, yeah. No kidding. They have orange teeth. Man, did you get rid of the thing, Dan? I appreciate you being here, Valerie. Pellet gunned him. There you go. That'll work. If you ain't got nothing bigger, it'll work anyway. You were playing whack-a-mole? Come on, man. That's a good way to kill him. Poor little gopher. Oh, man. Dan, if you come out here in the summertime, at the right time in the summertime, we could go over to Central Oregon and pop a few of those sage rats. That's a lot of fun. But oh man, a bobcat. There you go. Alright guys, I'm gonna shut this thing down. I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate every one of you guys that are in here, and appreciate your support. You're great people to have around. Okay, what's the important question, Dan? I did that already once. Probably not anymore because mine gets too kinky and tangled and itchy, and no, not doing it. I had it 3 or 4 inches. I went, I think, 7 months without trimming it. That's too much. But anyway, hey, I appreciate you guys coming in. Yeah, have yourself a wonderful evening and a good week, and I will probably catch you next Monday on a live. I'm not promising that, but not again, Dan. What do you want to know this time? 5:30. Probably. That's our closing time. I don't know. Why? Now my computer's ahead. Probably edit my video from Saturday. Probably. I don't know. I know. I figured that's what you were doing. But you ain't going to keep me here because I'm going to shut her down. See ya.